Greetings, friends. Today we're going to talk about Loose Threads World and Art Bundle on Roll20. This is a brand new release for Roll20. It was created by Tara Zuber and illustrated by Tyler Clark. And Loose Threads is the fairy tale story about the fairy tale leftovers. On the edges of fairy tale live members of the company, collateral damage from someone else's happily ever after. This is a delightful game. Reminds very much of stories like The Outsourcer's Apprentice, where what happens when on the fringe of fairy tale worlds. As usual, this bundle is packed with tons and tons of goodies. You've got the whole list of everything there, but we've got pre-generated characters, we've got tons of tokens, we've got the art pack, we've got the rules page, we got loads of stuff. Let's dive in and take a look at what it looks like. The art pack, this is all art by Tyler Clark with gorgeous borders created by Fred Hicks. There are 44 tokens here for you to use in Loose Threads or your favorite fairy tale adventure games. And the module itself, let's dive in. We start with a normal start page. This has our 4 sample PCs, tokens for them, as well as the basic, like, how does the game work? How do you get started? So here's your basic review. Now, this page is meant to be something that's usable as the game progresses. So this is just a quick start reference for the players and the GMs. But as you see at the bottom, it says delete these instructions once you've completed them. These are real, just like read this, read that, get going instructions. So once you're done with them, go ahead and delete those, and now you have this playmat that you can use for your character tokens, that you can use for drawings, that you can use for anything else as well. This is there for you to make use of. Next, let's see, our next page that we have is the rules and tokens page. We've got a bunch of tokens in here that you can just copy paste to other pages, and we also have the fate bookmark, which has the basic fate rules right there. And the next page is the backgrounds page. Now, this is designed the exact same way. The intent here is for you to learn how it works and then delete those instructions and make this page work for you. So it's a rollable table with 11 different backgrounds. The way you'll get to it is you'll go to the maps and background layer, right click on it, multi-sided, choose side. If you've seen these videos before, you've probably seen me do this a dozen times, but I like to go over it. Expand this little pick box so it's easy to see what you're looking at. And then you can set these backgrounds to be whatever it is that you feel would be well suited to the adventure at hand. So you choose this, and whatever tokens you have on the front layer, they stay there, but now you've got the new map background. And these aren't meant so much as maps as they are inspirational, like scenes and something to sort of guide your play and give you visual reference in the game. Notably, we have one that is a blank page. If you go all the way to the end and you choose that, this is just a blank frame, but it's got a transparent background, which means if you put your own image behind it, it will shine through. So you can add your own images to this rollable template and get the same gorgeous look here. Now, once you're done, once you've become familiar, again, the same idea is at hand. Go ahead and delete these instructions. These are just here for a GM or a first-time person using Roll20 to reference. But once you've got the handle of it, it's your module. Add tokens, remove stuff, resize, do anything you want to make this work exactly for you. And then finally, we have character 10 cards. This way, instead of just having the characters be in character sheets, which is fantastic, it's very functional, but you can't look at them all at once, here are the 4 characters, Catherine, Jack, Pinocchio, and Emma, with all of their aspects, all of their skills, all of their stunts, and then their little track down here for overcome, create advantage, attack, and their split paths of duty or adventure or mischief or compassion, the easy path, the wise path, being lovable and being true to myself. So this has the additional kind of built-in loose threads mechanics. Speaking of mechanics, let's take a look at what we've got in the journal over here. So we start with the basic README. This has all of the contents of the game, and it links right to the contents page. This shows you everyone who worked on the project, as well as a hyperlink to all of the pieces in the module. Using this module, everything else. In here, the introduction gives you the basics of what the setting is all about. Again, this sort of fringe edge of fairy tale worlds. and then advice on running the game, the various costs, and how to use it. Again, everything is hyperlinked. It's all connected together. There's rules. There's the modified rules for character creation to have that split divide between the characters, and and the types of aspects. Instead of we have high concept as usual, but instead of trouble, we have heart's desire. You're going to notice some similarity there. And tension, motivation, and method, all these named aspects. As we keep going, you'll see that most of these journal entries all have blue dot next to them, so anybody can access them, and that includes the tension scale, which is you see here on the character sheet about which way the characters are pulled. You can grab one of those for each character, and as well as additional handouts that have the entire world adventure written by Tara. The entire thing is here, and there's also an adventure here, Pecked to Death, that is for the GM's eyes only, along with all the GM characters here. And then finally we have the PCs. So if we look at Catherine, for instance, and we load up her character sheet, we can see all of her skills here, all of her aspects, all of her stunts, and her stress and consequences, everything like that, everything that's built into the character sheet. So I hope you check out Loose Threads and write some misfit fairy tales of your own.